If you like to book a hotel to take a break, you might be surprised to see that problems follow you everywhere. Just wait until you hear about all the things that happened in hotels during the Olympic Games in Sochi. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to subscribe and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today we are showing you 10 hotels that failed so badly, it's funny. Open bathrooms. Have you ever heard of open bathrooms in hotels? Usually you can see them in romantic getaways, where people like watching their lover taking a bath. They like this feeling of intimacy as they have nothing to hide and can keep an eye on each other even when they are in the bathroom. We also don't mind having an open bathroom when we are alone in our hotel room, but sometimes this window let us see something really inappropriate. There is no place to hide if you want to go to the toilet. We understand that taking a bath can be interesting for the viewer, but no one wants to see someone taking a number 2. We also don't like the idea of watching ourselves sitting on the throne with a mirror. Partners can be used to seeing each other, but imagine what would happen if friends or family members have to share this room. This will be an awkward moment for everyone. And even when they try to make this room more private, we are not satisfied by this transparent door. Maybe we should just add a do not disturb sign on our door while our friend is outside, but this I need some me time sign would make them think that we're doing something else in the open bathroom. And sometimes there's just no way to have any intimacy. Just take a look at this open hotel room. Elevators. They are supposed to be so simple that anyone who knows how to count up to 10 should be able to use them. But it seems like some people who are responsible for elevators failed kindergarten because they don't know how to count. In some hotels, you can see random numbers placed everywhere in the wrong order. Do we have to press the number 4 to go on the 4th floor, or should we press the number 5? Because that's where the number 4 is supposed to be. We'll be wasting a lot of time in this elevator before we figure out how it works. Sometimes the staff has to make things clear when there is a number 6 where the 2nd floor should be, but then we can see that their instructions are even more confusing when the number 1 leads to the 2nd and 3rd floors. But if it makes you feel down, you don't have to worry. This hotel wants to make sure that you always go up, up, up. Anyway, there is not even enough space to think in this tiny elevator. But sometimes a missing number is not a mistake. If you go to China, you will often see that the number 4 is missing in the elevator. That's because this number brings bad luck in Asian cultures. They avoid it just like we avoid the number 13 in America.
If you want to watch just one more video, the Premium is the platform where you should go. Get early access to videos from The Things, The Taco, The Trendy, The Richest, and many other great channels in one place with ad-free browsing. Click this link to sign up for the Premium and get ready to binge watch videos from your favorite channels.
Toilet paper. When we looked at all these hotel fails, we were surprised to see how many people don't know how to use toilet paper. It seems like some people have been using TP wrong for a long time because they think that we need it to dry ourselves off after taking a bath. And just imagine all the water that gets on it when you take a shower. And that's why they spend so much money on toilet paper. Other people think that our arms are really long because toilet paper is way too far away from us. It is not only 1 foot too far, but a whole leg away from us. They also seem to think that people in a wheelchair can easily stand up and will only reveal their secret when they are alone in the bathroom. Fortunately, other hotels make sure that we clearly see the toilet paper above the throne, or should we call it the holy TP. When you think that it couldn't get worse, hotels kept surprising us. Just look at this hotel maid who used a toothbrush to fix the toilet paper. We hope that this is not the toothbrush they expect us to use to brush our teeth. And this guy who was responsible for changing the toilet paper just used the wrong hole. We bet that his girlfriend is not happy when he accidentally does this at home. Rules. When we book a hotel, it is usually because we want to take a break during our vacations. But some hotels don't seem to understand that because they keep telling us about their rules, and some of them are actually hilarious. Just take a look at this one that doesn't make sense. There is a cigarette ashtray that says no smoking. It is just like this fire escape that you can't use in case of fire. Some hotels don't want you to enjoy your trip with your partner as they say that the beds are only for one person. Others have rules that we understand, but no one usually makes a sign to tell us about that. It includes don't fart in the elevator, don't dump in the pool, and don't vomit in the sauna. It seems like they made this rule because people used to do that before. Just look at this sign from a hotel who had a problem with their pool, or should we say, their poop. But this last hotel is the one that surprised us the most. Recommendations include don't bring your value things, avoid accidents, don't drink too much, don't go to the dark place, and more. If we ever see this, we would immediately cancel our reservation and book another hotel. It would be safer to live on the street, and we wouldn't have to pay anything. Doors and windows. Humans have been using doors and windows for thousands of years, so we thought that people from the 21st century would understand how it works. But it is not always the case. Some hotels want to save money on doors, worse. Instead of having one for the wardrobe and one for the bathroom, you have to use the same for both. So anytime someone has to go to the toilet, you have to look at the mess in the wardrobe, which is not really fun to see. There are also people who don't know about the importance of safety. It is impossible to lock those doors properly, and we can say that those who have to use it are really unlucky. Then there's the window. These people had the chance to look at a construction site from their bedroom window, but it is not as bad as people who have to look at a wall. And it just got worse when we saw that someone actually put a window that leads directly into the hallway. Now that's worse than not being able to lock your door. But sometimes you wish that door could open. During the Olympics, a bobsledder was stuck in the bathroom for an hour after taking a shower. He didn't have a phone, a towel, or even any clothes to wear, so he decided to use his bobsled push to make a big hole in it. And guess what? 3 days after, he got stuck in the elevator of the same hotel. Decorations. Hotel rooms are not known for having the best decorations, but these ones are so bad that they kept surprising us. We already talked about problems with windows, and this time, they forgot to add one. They just randomly added some curtains on the wall to give hope to the customers. We don't know which is worse, but we think that these curtains painted on the wall are a pretty big fail too. And don't think that this hotel is the only one that uses paint to fix their problems. When they don't have enough money to buy furniture and decorations, they just paint it on the wall. Talking about paintings, you probably know that hotels buy a lot of the same decorations and put them in different rooms. But it is the first time that we see the two same pictures next to each other in the same hotel room. It looks like someone just used the cheapest painting while playing The Sims to have a better environment. Or would you like this painting inspired by wet hair on the shower wall instead? We are not sure about that. Anything can be an inspiration for decorations. Just look at this hotel in Asia that used random letters from the Latin alphabet on the wall. And when you think that hotels can't fail harder than that, they found a way to surprise us once again. Furniture. Some things are really important, like security and intimacy, and some fails just make us laugh when it is about toilet paper and decorations. But even when it comes to really basic things, hotels just keep failing once again. This hotel probably said on their website that they offered a king-size bed, but they forgot to say that they only had a double-sized mattress. You can't say that they lied. Or would you like to sleep next to Samuel L. Jackson? This one is not too bad, but just wait until you see what someone found in their bed. The previous customer left a note saying, "If you're reading this, then housekeeping did not change your sheets." Hotel rooms also cheat when it comes to furniture, and people end up working on the tiniest little desk. And sometimes they just don't even have access to furniture and appliances. Just look at this fridge, placed way too high on the counter. This mini fridge would be cool, if only we could open the door. And sometimes things just get ridiculous when only Superman has access to this little living room. Or would you like a room under construction instead? Hotels know that they can lie as much as they want to travelers. They only discover their mistakes when it's too late to book another room. This is how they are left with a vacation that is worth the low price that they paid. Outside. We had enough of drama. Let's go outside and enjoy the fresh air. What could go wrong out there? If your hotel looks like this before you enter, you should probably try to find a room somewhere else as soon as possible. It seems like it was too hot in this hotel, and the sign literally took on fire. Anyway, you might not even get the chance to enter as these stairs are leading to nowhere. Let's take a break and relax by the pool instead. Unfortunately, we don't think that this one is appropriate for kids when we see its shape. We don't have to tell you what it is. Those who have a dirty mind can easily see it. But no matter what, this grown-up man seems to be enjoying the figurehead of the pirate ship. Everything is thematic in these hotels when we see these bushes. But this is better than what we can find in other motels, as some pools are definitely closed unless you're looking for something a little harder than water. Maybe we should just stay inside. Anyway, there's a bear in this area, but we think that we're even more terrified by this frozen door. No matter where we go, hotel fails follow us everywhere. Would it be better if we traveled to another country? Olympics in Sochi. During the Olympics in 2014, thousands of people traveled to Russia to see the athletes in action. Unfortunately, some of the best hotels were taken, and it means that many people had to look for something cheaper. And it led to the most hilarious consequences, as we had the chance to see on Twitter. Someone complained that the reception in his hotel had no floor, but at least there was a welcoming picture of Putin. Another man found out that there was no lobby at all in his hotel, so he had to go to the owner's bedroom to check in. A woman also said that her hotel had no water. If it was restored, the front desk told her not to use it on her face because it contained something really dangerous. Do you want to hear more? Hotels in Sochi just keep failing at everything. A man said that there was no internet in his room, and another one found out that it was dangling from the ceiling. Russians also don't have the chance to have any intimacy. Some people don't have any doorknob on their door, but instead they have 3 light bulbs. And when something is not missing, things just keep breaking as the light fixture falls from the ceiling and the curtains don't want to be a part of this world anymore. At least, the Olympic Games were amazing, so we'll forgive Russia for these little mistakes. Toilets. If there is one thing that we will remember from Russia during the Olympics, it's the toilets. You might think that you have already seen enough, but it just keeps getting worse. Toilets are supposed to be intimate, but it seems like Sochi didn't get the memo. When someone found out that there were 2 toilets next to each other in the same room, this topic became more popular than the winner of the gold medal. And we found out that they were not the only 2 toilets like this. Not only in Sochi, but all around the world, people have the chance to do a number 2 with their friends. Girls who like to go to the bathroom together would love to see that. Or if there is only one toilet, they can also wait in line while everyone is watching what someone is doing on the throne. But that's not the only crazy thing that people saw in Russia. There is also a strict code of conduct on how to use the bathroom, including not to go fishing in the toilet. Some people have also been told to put the toilet paper in a bin after using it. We don't know who will be cleaning this, but they probably regret telling people to do that. We don't know exactly where this is from, but we bet that some of these unusual thrones were found in hotels too. Have you ever seen a funny fail in a hotel? Don't be shy to tell us what happened in the comment section below. And that's it for 10 hotels that failed so badly it's funny. For more stories like this, make sure you watch 10 craziest things people have done on planes. Thanks for watching and see you next time.